Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Houston Rockets tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the game today it was an historic moment for Laker fans and the Lakers organization when Jeannie Buss unveiled the 2020 Lakers championship banner, the 17th to be added on to the Lakers franchise. And guys, I just have to say, it is one of those type of moments that, I was just like so proud of the Lakers at that time because, not only that we were like, the basically the underdogs next to the LA Clippers and just other teams that we were not going to somehow make it to the finals and winning a championship in 2020. But the Lakers prevailed, and with a lot of motivation in that particular year. 2020 was the year when we lost Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant. One of the most heartbreaking losses probably since 9/11. I mean, that was just my opinion was a heartbreaking loss that I just never felt the same after that because when you think about Kobe Bryant, you still can't believe that he's gone. So it's just one of those type of moments where we lost a Laker legend, the great Kobe Bryant, and the Lakers, wanted to make a promise to Laker fans. I mean, even LeBron James had the rubber band on his arm and saying that I promise. So, he promised Laker fans that we were going to win a championship that year in 2020. And, during that time, the pandemic happened, COVID-19, and, it was just a tossed and turn 2020 that was just so weird. Even the NBA shut down because of it. So the Lakers, they were just had a lot of pressure in that particular year, and they prevailed at the end of the day. They promised the Laker fans that they will deliver a championship. They were going to do it for Kobe Bryant and Gigi, and I believe on Saturday Michael Jordan and Vanessa Bryant is going to induct Kobe Bryant into the Hall of Fame. So it's going to be a special week for Lakers and Kobe Bryant. So just seeing the banner going up, guys, it was just a great moment to watch. And usually we see the banner being unveiled at the beginning of the season. That's just normal tradition. But, the pandemic. So the players got their rings first. And then, at the end of the season, they were going to unveil the banner. And, it felt a little weird. But, not to see a lot of Laker fans in attendance. But, we got to see it, and it was just a great moment to watch. So I just wanted to put that out there for my feelings about the banner being unveiled, the 17th, title in Laker franchise history. So, it's just a great moment to watch. And I was just so happy to see that. So, get into the game, guys. We didn't have LeBron and Anthony Davis in this particular game because, we wanted our players to, remain healthy because, the Lakers have 2 games remaining under their schedule. Indiana on Saturday, and Sunday will be the New Orleans Pelicans. So if somehow they do come back in those 2 games, we could potentially need them in those potential 2 games because, it was just, the more wins we get, the more of a possibility that the Lakers could clinch the 6th spot in the playoffs, or potentially the 5th. But just still remains to be seen about that. So we didn't have LeBron and Anthony Davis, so it was okay because we were playing against the Houston Rockets, the worst team in the Western Conference. So with the greatness that the Lakers brought to the table in this game was just was just enough for the Lakers to win this game against the Houston Rockets tonight. And, Andre Drummond, Kyle Kuzma, and THT, they stepped up their roles in this win against the Houston Rockets tonight. They just really brought their A game. They really did. And, the Lakers in general, I mean, they stepped up their role, especially Montrezl Harrell and Alfonso McKinney with 10 points. But, I'll get to the stat line of the starting lineup and the bench. But I just wanted to put that out there that, some of the Lakers tonight also stepped up their roles, not just the ones that I just mentioned. So getting to the starting lineup, guys, shooting wise, it was not really there that the Lakers, were the main focal point of winning in this particular game. It was mainly the defense and the chemistry and the toughness that they brought to the table, the hustle, if you will, of how the Lakers just, did whatever it takes to win this game because, the Lakers are just on a hot streak right now. They are now in the 3-game winning streak, beating the Suns. The last game that they played against, they got another win under that schedule, and in tonight's game against the Houston Rockets. So it was just the New York Knicks. That was the team I was trying to pass through. No, it was the Suns, the New York Knicks, and now the Houston Rockets, where the Lakers are now in the 3-game winning streak. And it could be 5 if somehow, if all things go according to plan, they could potentially get a win in Indiana and also in the New Orleans Pelicans games. So we could see a 5-game winning streak, but still remains to be seen about that. So, I just have to say, guys, when it's all said and done, the starting lineup, Andre Drummond stepped up his role out there tonight, averaged a double-double with 20 points, and I believe, I might be mistaken, I think he had 10 rebounds. I might be mistaken, guys. He probably got more than that, but he brought his A game, stepped up his role without having LeBron and Anthony Davis, being on his side so they could, help him out and just be more vocal when it's all said and done in these games that we've been seeing him for these past couple of games. He was been a huge help for Anthony Davis in these last 3 games. And, this time around, he just really brought his A game, and just great job tonight for Andre Drummond on the defensive side and, surprisingly on the scoring side. So great job on his end with 20 points, and I believe it was 10, maybe it was 12 rebounds, but I might be mistaken with that. THT leading the Lakers tonight with another great performance, another double-double out there tonight with 23 points and 10 assists. I mean, or I might be mistaken, maybe it was rebounds. The last time I checked, he did average a double-double, but I believe it's an assist for 10 assists. And another great performance for THT, but this time around he was scoring for the Los Angeles Lakers, being inserted into the starting lineup, and well-deserved because what a great performance that he put up in the New York game yesterday. So, it was just a great performance overall for him. I mean, he really brought his A game and helped out the Lakers in a big way, and especially when it came to the fourth quarter. So great job out there for THT. When it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, I mean, Markieff Morris being inserted also into the starting lineup in place for Anthony Davis, and he brought his A game as well. I believe he scored 14, maybe it was 16 points out there tonight. Ever since, Anthony Davis was out, Markieff Morris stepped up his role in any given moment, and it really showed when it came down to him starting for the Lakers. He really brings his A game every single time when he's starting for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and I don't really have the numbers in front of me, but every time he, starts in any sort of lineup, in the starting lineup, he just performance to the best of his ability, and it shows. So great job out there for Markieff Morris. And KCP, he had 10 points, but, he was a big help for the Los Angeles Lakers in the first quarter, where he had 8 points in the first quarter. So as a total, he had 10 points out there tonight. So great job out there for KCP. Getting into the bench role, guys, I have to say I was very impressed by Kyle Kuzma's performance. He had 19 points, and with the clutch layup to seal the win for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, last game, it was Wesley Matthews in the fourth quarter with the layup to tie the game to go into overtime, and then in the overtime game, the clutch three from THT. This time around, it was Kyle Kuzma with the clutch layup in the final seconds left into the fourth quarter to take the very tough, competitive game against the Houston Rockets. And it was well known out there. And, this is the video. Check this out. This was, not the video, but, the performance of Kyle Kuzma that I'm going to show you guys right now. Check this out.
Back to Kuzma, still all kinds of time. 12 seconds left, Stu. Kuzma gets into it, here he goes, 2 steps and scored! Lakers lead! Houston has a timeout, they'll spend it. 123-122, just 6.9.
As Kuz just takes Kenyon Martin Jr. off the dribble. The extra little step there, or the side step, and he gets to basically a layup, puts the Lakers up by 1. Let's see what the Rockets come back with. Who will they have being their trigger man?
Well, Olynyk had a good game. Martin Jr., of course, has come on. Brooks was...
just a great layup by Kyle Kuzma. It was clutch at the right moment, and it was against one of my favorite players' fathers, and that was Kenyon Martin, and it was against his son, Kenyon Martin Jr. So just want to put that out there. I was a big fan of his during his times in the NBA. So, just seeing that sort of matchup at the end. And, he's been playing very good so far with the Houston Rockets. So, we have to give him some credit for him stepping up his role, even though the Houston Rockets are been losing left and right, ever since losing players like John Wall and trading James Harden. And, it's just the team was just so in a disarray. And now they are the worst team in the Western Conference, going into a rebuild mode. So, I just want to put that out there. So great job out there for Kyle Kuzma. He stepped up his role out there tonight with 19-point performance. And, Montrezl Harrell, stepped up his role also with 16 points, I believe. Maybe it was 14. Stepping up his role for the second unit, helping out Kyle Kuzma. And then Alfonso McKinney with 10 points out there tonight. So, guys, I just have to say, it was just a great performance by the Los Angeles Lakers. They brought their A game, and it really worked out at the end, even though they were a bit struggling when it came to the fourth quarter. But at the end of the day, they continued to manage the game. And, with Kyle Kuzma going for the clutch layup, it was just a great moment for the Lakers to celebrate a historic night, with the reveal of the banner, the 17th banner championship. And, it's just a win for it. It's just a great night for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm just in cloud 9. I'm just so happy to see the Lakers playing very well for these past couple of games. And, with Anthony Davis and LeBron James being out, we need them to be healthier than ever when it's all said and done. And, hopefully they come back to us very soon, but, still remains to be seen about that. They have, just 2 games off, just to rest and practice for the Saturday's game against the Indiana Pacers, and also the New Orleans Pelicans on Sunday to just end the Lakers regular season. And we just have to see if the Lakers make the threshold, if you will, of possibly getting back into the playoff picture, or if not, they will potentially play for the in the play-in tournament. So there's a lot of opportunities that the Lakers can do to change things from now until the 2 games remain under their schedule, and hopefully it goes according to plan and in the right direction moving forward. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers win tonight, and what you think about Kyle Kuzma's clutch layup performance, and in general of the Lakers performance from Andre Drummond, THT, maybe Markieff Morris, Montrez, Alfonso McKinney. I mean, if you guys have somebody that really stepped up their role out there tonight, I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please, guys, make sure to subscribe to my ZSPN podcast on Anchor. I really do appreciate your thoughts and opinions, and the support you guys give me about my podcast. It's just basically the same content that I deliver you all on YouTube, but it's just on podcast now. So I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me. And if you have a podcast platform that you listen to, from Spotify, from Breaker, Radio Public, my podcast is on those platforms. So if you guys just show me the love and support by subscribing and listening to the podcast, I really do appreciate that sentiment and the support as well. And also, like all my social media sites, ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites, my podcast, and this channel in the description of this video, so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.